Bukedi sub-region is comprised of 7 districts that include Busia, Tororo, Butaleja, Butevo, among others. The locals from this region engage in different income generation activities like rice growing, poultry keeping, and dairy farming, among others, basically on a subsistence system. The Bukedi are famous for working for a hand-to-mouth. In one of the local languages, kukolera kida kyonka. And this has placed the region second to Karamoja in terms of poverty with 58%.
Well, we are Kolera Chida, but we have recognized where we are. At least every household must have an enterprise which is above subsistence. We have developed a poverty ladder where people who we call Muavu and Chidobi are the ones who can't live.
Due to the rampant poverty that is biting the people in this region, the government launches its parish development model program from Bukedi region in the district of Chibuku on the 26th of February 2022 to act as a model region for the program.
What we are launching here is this strategy, which has got 2 packages of medicine. Okulungamya ani asanide okukola ki. Binatuyamba ffenna okuva mu bwavu. The main pillar here is income going from okukola ekida kyonka to working for the Echida and the pocket.
Kuruwa bempange nkuruwa program eno kuzwa mukolera kida kyonka tukolera chida nenga tukolera nensawo.
That is the main pillar.
Niye empange nene mukintu kino.
The other pillars are to assist in that or supplement. Kubanga twagala abantu bakole ebitabagasa. Eddagala eri abantu abeetaaga ettono. Eddagala eriri omwo emmwanyi,
mulimo mwanyi,
ebibala, ente ez'amata z'omu kiyumba, embizi, enkoko okusinga ez'amaggi. This is the real core of the issue of the point.
Niyo entobo ye program eno.
Number 1, go from okukola ekida kyonka to working for the stomach and the pocket. But secondly, do so with the chibaro, because without chibaro, you will never get out of poverty.
The ministers and members of parliament across the country were directed to draw back to their regions and conduct mass mobilization to the program and sensitize the locals on how to use it and boost their household incomes. Bukedi PDM team is headed by the Minister for Science, Technology and Innovation, Dr. Monica Masanza Musenero, who emphasizes mindset change if the locals are to benefit from the program.
People have been receiving money, people have been receiving inputs from all the programs that we have had, but those things have not helped them. Why? Because of 2 major things. One, the mindset. The mindset that is accompanies development. Because I can give you an example of NADS. NADS was distributing improved goods. But because people's mindsets were wrong, the officers would convince the people, the recipients who are supposed to receive, to go and borrow neighbors' goods, which are already there. And you bring, instead of, they have costed each goat at 400,000. But they will give this person just 100,000, someone who was supposed to receive 4 goats. And he's happy to bring somebody's goats and he goes home with 100,000 and takes back the neighbor's goats. Because the people have not understood what development is. So training to change the mindset is critical.
According to Dr. Musenero, Uganda has had development programs that include Entandikwa, Operation Wealth Creation, NADS, Youth Livelihood Program, and the recent Emyoga, all intending to fight poverty among the locals, but have all fallen on a hard rock. The minister emphasizes the need for skilling of the beneficiaries if PDM is to yield fruits.
We realize that without skilling the households properly, it will be difficult for us to achieve the objectives of parish development models. We are going to define what is it that is really going to push our region, because these regions needed something more. Just bringing PDM alone without healing some of those things which were making the region to go down, PDM will also go down, because much as we have only about 5% of the population of the country, we are hosting 10% of the poverty.
Meanwhile, for the region to avoid moving on a wrong footnote, leaders must prioritize constant scaling on financial literacy and management. Enterprise management are key points.
Skilling in financial literacy, enterprise management, and selection. If those are not done now, then we would start on the wrong footnote. First of all, the skilling will go hand in hand with making some corrections in the guidelines that were first disseminated. The guidelines that first came out gave the people the impression that everybody was going to receive the money. But we have seen changes in the guidelines. So that is why the importance of skilling comes.
Bukedi Region PDM has 4 ministers who include Minister John Mulimba, heading Busia and Butebo districts, State Minister for People with Disability, Helen Asamo for Budaka and Palisa, State Minister for Bunyoro Affairs, Jennifer Namuyango Kacha, heading Chibuku and Butaleja, and the Minister for Defense, Jacob Obothoboth, heading Tororo District. Richard Oseku, the Chibale County Member of Parliament, highlights Bukedi PDM's program in ensuring the success for the program.
Be able to go to a parish, identify one parish in order to transfer the knowledge that we have seen, the experience that we have got, and empower that one so that that becomes a learning nucleus for other communities to come and see and emulate what they are doing. So that is what we envisage, to go down up to a parish level, identify a parish and concentrate on it to empower the people with the skills, with the knowledge, and some demonstrations for them.
Given the fact that Bukedi is a vulnerable region, leaders express the need for priority in PDM funding.
If we aggressively engage in the implementation of the parish development model, it's going to be a silver bullet to kick out poverty from Bukedi. But as the Bukedi leaders, we are also asking government that we need affirmative action. The rest of Uganda is starting at 39% population living below the poverty line. We are starting at 58%. We cannot be treated the same as everybody. The investment needed to remove Bukedi from the thresholds of poverty is different from the investments needed to remove the other parts of Uganda.
The Minister for People with Disabilities, Helen Asamo, challenges the Bukedi, especially in the North Bukedi, to exploit the available infrastructure like the Tirinyi-Palisa-Kamonkoli-Kumi highway to enhance their standards of living.
Some of them are just waiting for 1 million. In their areas, they already have resources. For example, they have land, however small it is, they should be able to use it to produce as we wait for this money to make them be helped. We have very good roads in this place, right from Kamonkoli to Palisa and whatever. But the people are not yet doing production so that we can have a lot of things being exported. People say they have milk of like 3 liters, maybe 4 liters, but they are not putting this money in a cooperative. And we think the current parish development will help them to have a collection center and of course do marketing as a team and be able to get more money into their families. That they should begin thinking as a group and try to bargain for their products and be able to do value addition to help them.
Parish development model targets Ugandans in subsistence economy to be driven to money economy. Dr. Monica Masanza Musenero, however, stresses that the journey to money economy needs prior preparations of communities, as the case is to the people of Kaberekeke Parish in Butebo district, who have since September last year undergone a practical training from AFRISA on how to engage in enterprises that ranges from poultry, piggery and dairy farming.
For us, we started. So the preparedness is in the people. We started working with them last September. We worked on their mindset, and now they are mobilized. They are ready. And when they get ready now. We have trained them. We have started what you've seen. They are training and picking skills. They are working now at the training sites. They will go to start working at their homes.
Felix Okello, the executive director of AFRISA, explains that in their course of equipping the locals with practical training, they are ensuring that every single household trained attains skills that are translated into production for self-sustainability.
For making sure that every single household in the community have the skill, but making also sure that those skills are translated into the product, and those products are consolidated into the enterprise, and the community is organized into a development cluster, and then later when the household becomes successful, the household is accredited. And this fits so well with the Paris development model, the government agenda, which is a blessing to the country right now.
The trainers from AFRISA Makerere University encouraged the locals to start with the little that is available to reach the greater heights they desire, as Joyner, an expert in poultry farming, explains.
Parish development model, you don't need to wait for the money to start. You can start with the locals you have at home. If you have like 2 or 3, you program them to lay and hatch at once. So if they hatch at once, you can really start with that small number you have, and eventually you graduate into either layers or broilers, depending on the market you have in your area. Before going in for layers, you need to first do some simple survey in your area. I'm going to produce these eggs. Do I have customers for them? If you're going for broilers, do I have customer for them? That's where AFRISA comes in, to develop clusters so that you can easily bargain on the market as a group, not as an individual. That's why we are here to train people on how to do poultry, piggery, dairy, and other different.
Other trainers from AFRISA Makerere University emphasized passion, determination among the beneficiaries if they are to benefit from PDM and eradicate poverty.
Mukulunda ente z'amata tulina eng'ombe egamba nti tuba twetaaga n'obeera n'omwana gw'ente buli mwaka. Naye omwana ogwo togenda kutuukako otya. Ente olina okugirabirira, olina okugiwa emmere, n'ekula bulungi, n'etwala olubuto, n'eruzaala, ate n'omwana waayo n'akula ku sipiidi ey'ekika ekyawaggulu naye n'afuna omwana omulala naye n'azaala kati mu myaka 3 toba ng'olina ente 2 naye ng'emu eri lubuto mu myaka 4 myaka 5 ziri 3 2 zirina olubuto banaye ogaggabo oba towina.
Era kyendi mukwogerako abalunzi b'embizi mwenna abawanisa emikono ebekwese gwe manya bumanyi nti gwe omugagga atudde wano mu bonna kati embizi obekwadde abaana 10 tuli wamu eri embizi eyo obwana obujja ku maama waabwo nga buli bundi ki bukulu ki wiki 3 ku 4 tuli wamu oba obujjeeko maama w'obubizi obwo amala banga kinaddamu nawa. Yes, oyagambye mwezi gumu n'omulala nze mbagambye ennaku 7 ku 10 tuli wamu era ebeezeemu ekola ki era n'ogiwayo emyezi 3 ne wiki 3 n'ennaku meka era neekuwa ki 10 obulala si kyekyo n'omala wiki 3 4 n'obujjako tuli wamu nemala ennaku za 10 era neddamu newakola ki newaka kati omulundi ogwokusatu ng'eddamu okuwaka abaana abasooka nabo bakola ki tuli wamu ndowooza olaba oga bwe busibuka.
A section of beneficiaries that have undergone training under different enterprises expressed readiness to embrace PDM and have testimonies to tell.
Amaizi oyina okumuwa kumo n'alinka monto oyo ng'amutoola merita 3 niye tampeeko 6 naye bwe natandikira okuliisya onto oyo mundiisye ge batusomeserye essaawa eno onto oyo muukalira kwembaire nfuna merita 5 niye tampeeko 10 okulita egyo 5 nga ntunda kerita jange 4 nindeka merite mweiza enyamba kuniki 5 era kuzwanga natandikira okusoma mpalishi modo mbaire ngembeera yange tiniye gina baire nsubira muona n'omudaalo ogwo kuizao palishi modo
yansanga nga nente yange naye nga simanyi ogirabira bulungi naye kati yanjigiriza okulabirira bulungi nagizimbira ekiyumba eri mu kinyumba kati amata nali nga sikozesa bulungi nga nkozesa oluusi nvwa luusi ngaba nga sifunamu kati afuisa wayansomesa amata nga kama buli lunaku kama lita zange 10 nentunda buli lita siringi 5 nenteeka mu savingi ezibeera mu savingi awo weziwera nengulamu ebintu byange ntwalako school fees ndala nengulamu embuzi endala nengikozesa nengitereka okujanjaba ki ente yange.
Ndikire ngandishyangako wumbizi naye nga timbufunamu n'olunavire ninjega okulisya ombizi omusa ninjege equality jambizi ensa nakyusiremu era ng'oli kuwona atya ndyo ku mutindo musa era ndi mulisya omusa etageti yange ombizi oyo mubarama atya ne sente nyingi okusinga gidi ombizi wange oyo singa eyabyala nsuubira okufuna abaana 8 okuba abaana 8 uli mwana wambizi singa ina mutunda emitwalo 15 oba gatya 2 nabandi ne sente naba nfunako sente naba nsomesya abaana zena n'okweyagala omuwomu wange omaiso.
Under parish development model, every parish is set to get 100 million Ugandan shillings that is to be lent to an individual from each household under a revolving system. The Bukedi PDM team leader, Dr. Monica Masanza Musenero, warns the beneficiaries against corruption or else risk arrest.
Corruption is a big disease which kills development. And because people have been used to being corrupt, every money, all the programs which come, you find people who are already there to eat the money. But with PDM, we are warning people early enough. And they have warning shots have already been made. In my district there in Bukedi, we already arrested some people. They were collecting money from people to register groups. Once you inculcate corruption in any program, that is the end of the program. Money will be spent, but no benefit will come. So we want to grow PDM as a corrupt-free program.
After the grand launch of the PDM, government officials led by the Prime Minister Robin Anabanja traversed the country conducting mobilization for the program. The Premier also vowed to deal with the corrupt officials who are warming up to eat PDM money.
I hereby call upon all leaders at all levels, starting from colleague ministers, the honorable members of parliament, the local government leaders, to get ready to fold our sleeves, to get dirty and help our people to utilize this opportunity to get out of poverty. I also want to encourage the beneficiaries, the local people, the Ugandans, to use the funds for the intended purpose. And of course, as government, we shall not tolerate any misuse.
Special thanks to the President of the Republic of Uganda for the thoughtful PDM program, guidance, leadership towards the implementation of the PDM in the country. The Vice President for providing guidance and leadership towards PDM mobilization exercise. The Prime Minister for taking over the leadership of PDM program and mobilization exercise. Ministry of Gender, Labour and Social Development for the facilitation given to the districts towards PDM mobilization. Ministry of Local Government for providing leadership and materials we used during the PDM mobilization and sensitization. All honorable ministers and members of Parliament of Bukedi sub-region for availing themselves for a successful PDM program exercise. Regional District Commissioners, Local Council 5 Chairmen, Chief Administrative Officers, AFRISA team, all local leaders of Bukedi region. Not forgetting Science, Technology and Innovative Secretariat, Office of the President.
Tukolera butuka bwa mwenge abalokole bajja na biwempe kati bangi balina ennusu babuulira ng'enjiri ku nguudo katubayita balalu mwanange bakata bamukuvumirira abafuna olatandika n'ekitono n'ogogoga yakulikejja bamukuvumirira abafuna olatandika n'ekitono n'ogogoga yakulikejja olina nkola bamukuvumirira abafuna olatandika n'ekitono n'ogogoga yakulikejja nawe tandika n'ekitono n'ogogoga yakulikejja bambi tandika n'ekitono n'ogogoga yakulikejja kubakola tandika n'ekitono n'ogogoga yakulikejja kola tandika n'ekitono n'ogogoga yakulikejja